you got into a little verbal,
Oh, no, stop. Steph Curry. Ayesha Curry. Boy, my wife done cussed me out.
Shay got it.
My oldest daughter called me. My youngest daughter called me. My homeboys that played in the NBA called me. And I realized maybe I shouldn't smoke marijuana and get over it. So, Steph, let me say this, because I appreciated you checking it, because it showed me you have a tremendous amount of respect for me. I was trying to say to the comedian, go easy on Steph, and I just typed something stupid. My homegirl, Tesman Figaro, man, our political fighter and activist, she said, bruh, you don't understand how this could be misread. And I read it, and I said, damn. So, Steph, let me say, man, since my favorite player ever turned me on to you, Kobe Bean Bryant told me you got to follow. You've heard this story before. You have been my guy. The only time I don't cheer for you is when you playing against the Hawks, because the Hawks are my guys. Shouts out to Ice Trey. But I got to say, first and foremost, Mrs. Ayesha Curry and her husband, Steph, I apologize for my statement being misconstrued. I was just stoned up trying to make a joke out of it. What's on that? It wasn't my damn business, like my wife said. So I'm sorry, y'all.
And see, that's the thing. Knowing you like I know you, you don't really delve into other people's affairs.
Hi, man. Hi. Stoned, man. And the boy made a Glorilla joke, and I love Glow. Yeah. And I just giggled a little bit, but I was hitting tell the comedian, don't go so hard on my guy, because Steph's my guy.
Right.
But it read wrong. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Steph did something that all us brothers with women should do, and that's stand up and defend your woman. No matter if somebody step on a foot, no matter if they did it or not, man, check and say, hey man, you didn't say excuse me. So let me say again, Ayesha, Steph, excuse me. I apologize deeply, and I'm searching for your address so I may send y'all some of this Paloma. Y'all may make more love, make beautiful light-skinned babies for us. Love y'all.
You know what? A great transition. You've been married almost 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what people don't know probably, maybe your closest friends, you and Shay kept it a secret for a decade.
First 9 years, yeah.
How did you keep it a secret, and why did you keep it a secret?
Well, see, man, it's in the world will ruin some good stuff.
If they know about it, they will.
Yeah, they will. They'll find rumor, lies, and innuendo. They'll find reason to get in the way. And I wasn't walking the straight path too. Okay. I was crooked as a clothes hanger. But that's not the reason I kept it a secret. I kept it a secret because she was mine.
Right.
And I didn't want to share her with a gossip sites and opinion. I didn't want to share her with other people thought of our marriage, because it's been very non-traditional at times. I just wanted her to myself.
Okay.
And in the meanwhile, I had to understand that she as a wife had to share me with the world. And even though my wife's a very beautiful woman, she's very shy. She doesn't really look for attention. That's why,
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. You probably some mess. She figured you a homeboy. She got right to talking to you. But I didn't know. Man, we got married. It was 3 a.m. We in Las Vegas. A friend of mine who had in a former life been a pimp brought me down. I wasn't doing my best financially. He was like, man, I'll bring out a couple of grand to the club, just say hello to folks, man. My man TD, man, shouts out. And at 3 a.m, man, it just struck me. I was like, man, I'm supposed to be married to this woman. And I remember writing her a note and drawing something on it saying, if you say yes, we can go do it now. If you say no, I'm gonna go figure out something else to do. And she said yes. And we got up, got a cab. It wasn't even Uber then. We got a cab at 3 a.m, went to one of those drive-through chapels.
Really?
The cab guy was our witness. We got married by some white woman who I'm sure was a witch. And we started figuring it out. And I have been honored to be her husband. I've been honored to have her as a wife. I appreciate her greatly, because she didn't make me stop going to the Blue Flame. She encouraged and went with me. She encouraged me when I wanted to quit rapping, to keep rapping. She encouraged me when I went into business to think bigger, think better, think better. And I'm proud of her. Ozzy Osbourne has a God Bless the Dead, when he talks about Sharon, he has a spiel when he talks about Sharon that says she's my best friend. Sometimes I love her, sometimes I hate her, sometimes I'm envious of her. And I really felt that, because those are the truest feelings sometimes when you're married. You don't know how you're gonna feel about each other that day. But I know I made a dedicated choice to her. And we in this thing till it's over. I'm gonna take these off before I start crying about them.
When it was very unconventional to start, and she was amenable to it. Yeah. But did you guys at any point in time have a traditional wedding where you had the family together? So that was it.
That was it. I'm gonna tell you how it was. We were at We were in South Carolina, Hilton Head. Her family, she's from Savannah.
Okay.
But her family, her father's family, South Carolina,
Okay.
Hilton. They're a huge family, like my mother's side of the family in Tuskegee. They love their nieces and nephews and sons and daughters. So we were on there, and she was talking about, building on some of the land that, the family has down there. And so I'm like, yeah, man, y'all get us some land, we'll figure out, how we get a house. And her aunt says, hold up. We ain't gonna marry my niece. I said, excuse me? I said, we ain't gonna marry my niece. It's been too long, you've been dating her, you've just been having her around, you just have her running around, chasing you on the road. And I'm just like, excuse, I don't understand her. What she says, you're just gonna have my daughter, my niece following you around, chasing you around the world. And I started laughing because Aunt Penny is serious. She reminded me of my Aunt Melinda. She was not playing, you know what I mean? She the one that tell my wife, go cook for your husband. Go cook. Your husband don't need to be going out to eat. You go in the kitchen and cook. So she's talking there, and I'm like, Auntie, we've been married 9 years. What? You've been married 9? And never heard another peep out of her. It satisfied her enough to know that I had validated her niece through marrying her. And that's my girl. Aunt Penny hit me at 2 a.m. just to ask me how I'm doing if my wife acting right.
But Mike, you said you knew Shay was the one after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, Mike? 2 weeks.
Man, it was a nurse. She was a nurse in school, but it was a nurse. It was a nurse that lived in the back of her apartment. It's the first time I went to her apartment. The nurse she was shaped like that bottle.
Damn.
That's what I said. Damn. And when I pulled up, I pulled at the apartment. I said, damn, she lived in the same apartment. I just drove all the way back to the girl house. And I told her, I said, I ain't gonna be able to see you no more. I said, I met somebody, they stay at the front of your apartment, so you ain't gonna see me no more. I ain't even gonna count.
So Shay lived in the same apartment?
Yeah.
And you saw
I had been to the girl house before.
You had been to the girl house.
But when I pulled up, I'm like, oh, shit.
You saw Shay?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, there's no, I met her in Daytona.
Okay.
I met her in Daytona.
Black
all
on
her,
Beach Week?
it's Black Spring Break. All her friends knew who I was.
Yeah.
And she was at the table eating, acting like she knew who I was. So I was like, what's wrong with her? She want to be the family hit her head or something. You know what I'm saying? So I went up to a plate and I ate something off a plate and she cussed me out. But like I said, she speak Geechee. I didn't understand what she's saying. I thought she was Jamaican or something.
Yeah.
But she said I was rude and inconsiderate. I thought too much of myself and I was like, whatever, shut up. And I pushed on, but I saw her some months later at a event at Big Boy's house, where the old Boom Boom Room was. Mm-hmm. And I saw her walk in, and she was with, shouts out to her friends, her guy friends who didn't hate, shouts out to them. But she walked in, and I was struck. I was knocked off my feet. She had beautiful skin glowing. She had freckles. She had been born a natural redhead. I didn't know then, but her hair was just off color, and she had a quirkiness about how she looked. It was just exotic to me. I was just like, man, I gotta talk to this guy. I remembered her, but I was like, man, I gotta talk to this girl. And she saw me and instantly remembered me and hated me and thought I was arrogant and full of myself. And
thought you didn't change at all.
Yeah, but the PD of the station, man, was a true friend, and that he encouraged her to give me a shot. You know what I mean? And Camouflage, God bless the dead, had died, and he was a common connector. She was a friend of his. Mm-hmm. He was loosely related to me.
Right.
And she told me she had an obituary for me, and upon trying to get out of there, because there was another girl in the party that I had been with biblically, and I had to get out of that now because I was like, if this girl sees me talking to her, this girl's gonna hate. And I was like, I can't have a hate. Like, I did not know this girl in another 10 years because the girl had told Shay, oh yeah, I know Mike. And I was like, I don't know what in the hell she's talking about. For 10 years, I held that lie. I'm like, nope, I do not know this woman. You know what I mean? Because I wanted my chances to stay alive with her. But when I was leaving, she spoke to me. And I told her, I said, man, you need to take me out to dinner. And, she thought I was arrogant and full of myself. But I ended up taking her to dinner. But I thought she was just amazing.
Wow, that's an unbelievable story. Yeah. Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.